Good evening, guys. As you may or may not have seen by now, if you watch my main channel, I probably just put up a video about SouthEast LinuxFest. I just returned from that late last night and was giving the quick recap that turned into a 10-minute video, showing off some of the images that I took and some of these things that happened while I was there. Just giving general recap and showing off the swag and everything. So if you haven't seen that yet, definitely go check it out. I thought here I would talk a little bit about what happened over the weekend that was not specifically Linux related, some things that were just kind of interesting to me. Now, like I said in the main channel video, I did ride down with a friend of mine from the Lug. It took about 6 hours to drive it. We ended up stopping for pizza somewhere near the Tennessee line. It was a little town called Harrogate, and the place we ate at was called Gondolier. Took a couple of shots there. Amazing, amazing pizza. If you have not tried Gondolier and you have one nearby, I know there's one in Sevierville, Tennessee. We go down there to Gatlinburg on a somewhat regular basis, so I'm familiar with the food places. But Gondolier, absolutely amazing. We actually ended up going there twice, once on the way down, once on the way back, because it is so good. As far as the rest of the weekend, of course you can see all of the Linux recap on the main channel video. We ended up geeking out the first night with a couple of other guys we met that were from Kentucky. Nathaniel, my ride, knew them, so it wasn't like we were meeting up with strangers. But we went back to the room and watched the IT crowd for a couple of hours. If you're not familiar with the IT crowd, again, I said this in the main channel video, definitely check it out. It's on Netflix, all of the show. I found myself watching more and more episodes of it when I got home this evening because it is such a good show. I've seen, I think, all of them at this point, but I'm going back and watching them again as I have time. Now, the really fun part for me was Saturday, aside from all of the LinuxFest type stuff, because that is what we were there for. After all of it was over in the afternoon, we ended up skipping out on some of the later afternoon stuff and just sort of went for a drive. At 5 o'clock, there was a creative taste of Spartanburg. The event was held in Spartanburg, South Carolina, and this was where they had art and food and tastings and whatever else, but all from Spartanburg local people. So we got to see some of the artwork that they had there, and we didn't actually try any of the food because they didn't have it all ready by the time we got there. But that actually led to a very, very wonderful thing. We found a local Thai place that had amazing food, and I cannot stress that enough. If you are in the Spartanburg area and you're interested in Thai food, it's called Lime Leaf, if I remember correctly, and oh, it was very, very good food. I cannot say that enough. Of course, later in the evening, we were looking for something to do. We tried to get a hold of the guys that we talked about from Kentucky and could not reach them. So we ended up going to the movies, saw the new X-Men movie, and I was very impressed. Comparing it to the first three, I'm kind of up and down on it. I think it's better than some of them. I don't know if it's the best in the series or not. If you have seen it, leave your opinions on it down below. I was very impressed with it. It was artistically very good. The acting was pretty good. I won't say that it was amazing or anything, but it was, I don't know, it was very well put together. That's all I can really say about it. But other than that, just a lot of relaxation, a lot of geeking out was had this weekend. Of course, the drive back was very nice. We took the Cumberland Parkway through Tennessee, which is, if you haven't seen it before, a beautiful drive. I'm going to try to include some shots from it in this video while I'm talking about it all. Just a lot of great scenery. We took a lot of the back roads to get back. Ended up, at one point, I think we got caught behind, I don't know if they were Amish or Nathaniel, the guy that I rode with, has a degree in religion and philosophy. So I think he knew the group that they were with. It was horse and buggies, and there were about 6 or 7 of them that we passed one after another very slowly so as not to spook the horses. And like I said, it was just a beautiful scenic drive, and to have that be a part of it was very unique. I didn't feel right pulling the camera out on them, but very nice people. As we drove by, I smiled and waved and said hello and everything, and they were very happy to smile and wave back. So anyway, overall, a very entertaining weekend. Sorry things have been slow here. Feeling much, much better now, although a large part of that was we left the state of Kentucky, and now that we're back, I am a little bit congested, but not too bad. Just, you know, a little bit of leftover drainage and whatnot. Sorry, kind of gross there. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and try to put these videos together. I do believe YouTube is currently down for maintenance, so they may not be up until tomorrow. It won't really matter because if you're seeing this, it's up. The other thing I might mention here, you'll notice I'm using a slightly different camera angle, somewhat reminiscent of the old camera angle. The monitors in the background have gone off, oh well. but I'm using the kit lens at this point because I just wanted to try out something different. This is the lens that I normally use on my camera. This is the Canon 50mm f1.8. Amazing lens. I took a lot of great photos with this weekend, in my opinion. If you do want to see any of those photos, check out my Flickr photo stream. I'll have the link to that down below. But I think that's about it. I have been having an amazing weekend, and it was wonderful to get back and be able to spend time with my family. So I'm gonna finish up the videos and head to bed. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.